cracking, Danny Hand? I'm Sean McSweeney.
And I'm Scott Testori. Welcome back to Tiger Talk. How are you today, Sweeney?
You know what, Scott? I'm glad you asked. I'm feeling actually quite good today.
Why's that?
Well, I'm feeling a bit drippy today. Actually, very drippy.
Drippy?
Yes, sir. Today I'm rocking the blazer, the joggers, and to top it off, I got the shoes. So I'm feeling pretty good today.
Okay. I mean, I do have to admit, those shoes are looking pretty fire. Why don't we send it over to Hannah, Amy, and Emma to talk about the psychology behind footwear at Daniel Hand.
Nike sells more than 10 million pairs of Air Force Ones per year, and I think we can all agree that the Madison community is contributing to these sales. Turning from a way to express yourself to now a shoe that seemingly everyone is wearing, have we turned individuality into a ticket to fit in? We turned our focus to Rob Esposito, an all-time sneaker reseller, to ask him essential and insightful questions on the importance of shoes and their job in today's economy, social acceptance, and individuality.
What got you into shoes?
I think really it started in 5th grade. I was playing basketball. Everyone has basketball shoes, so I really saw them, what other people were wearing, and I decided to go look at what I can get for myself.
What do you recommend to people trying to find individuality within shoes?
You need to deter from the mainstream general trends such as shoes like Jordan 1 Obsidians or Dunk Lows. There's a lot of hidden different models of shoes that are really nice, and I think that if you're willing to find these models and these shoes that are not as popular in your taste, that you can get really a good individuality for yourself.
Next, we talk to Mr. Spears, the Daniel Hand AP Psychology teacher, to understand conformity.
The first question we have for you is, can you define the concept of conformity?
Yeah, what conformity basically does is offer you a sense of protection and community. In our everyday lives, we exhibit the same kind of conformity, but in different ways. So we have, we might want to watch the same television shows or listen to the same kinds of music as our friends. We might want to wear the same types of clothes or, dress certain ways. Because basically what that says to the group is, I'm like you, I know about you because I do the same things you do, and so we can be in a group together. And that's essentially why conformity, even though we like to say that we want to be unique individuals and we want to, stand out from the crowd, you want to feel like you're part of a group, and so, conformity facilitates that. It helps make that happen.
Do you know anything about the ASH conformity test? And if so, can you please explain the experiment and what it is supposed to display?
Yeah, so the ASH conformity test was trying to measure essentially just how powerful conformity was and how far people were willing to go to not upset the group. So in his study, he wanted to see if we can get people to agree or get people to choose an answer they knew was wrong. They're like, I know that answer's not right, but the whole group said it was, so I'm gonna pick that one. So in his study, he had 3 lines of different lengths, and then he had off to the side a line that you had to then match to one of the 3 lines. Say which, in this single line, which one is this most like in this group of 3? And now what he did was he had a group of people that were in on the experiment that all agreed to give the wrong answer, but the same wrong answer. And then the person at the end was the one being experimented on, and they wanted to see how many people would go with the group and give the wrong answer, or stand out from the crowd and say, nah, you know what, that line, you guys are all wrong. And what he found was a lot of people, a majority of people were willing to go along with the group to not upset.
Knowing that we're going to perform this experiment Monday morning on a group of kids, and having been a teacher in the Madison community, what do you think our results are going to be? I'm
just going to speculate that because you're going to do it with people that know each other, they're less afraid to go against the group. No, that's what I'm going to say. It's mostly because people know each other and they feel comfortable enough to break away from the group.
All right, Mr. Spears, thanks. Now, using our new information from Mr. Spears, we decided to really put conformity to the test. And what we found for Daniel Hand wasn't all that surprising. None of the groups we tested actually conformed. So good job, Danny Hand. You won this round.
Told you. Hey Amy, can you put it down a little bit?
Yeah.
There we go. Even though Air Force Ones have been dubbed as a shoe that exemplifies conformity, the goal of footwear, after all, is to express one's style and personality. Whether it's Air Force Ones or Adidas Yeezy 500 Stone, whatever shoe you wear, make sure you wear it with confidence. It's the ultimate accessory. From inside my kitchen, this is Hannah Kidwell reporting.
Not gonna lie, that was pretty hype.
It was indeed. You heard we have a new president, right? As of last week?
Yeah, man, President Biden. You think he'll be a better president than Ben Frank?
What? Are you serious? Dude, Ben Franklin was not a president.
Dude, yeah, he was. That's why he's on the $100 bill. Well, at least that's what I heard on the news.
No, he wasn't. Dude, you go to one of the best public schools in Connecticut and you don't know that. That's fake news.
All right, relax. Speaking of fake news, let's send it over to Mickey, Skylar, and Chris to see how students at Daniel Hand react to fake news.
In our modern world of phones and advancing technology, information is available to us at only a few clicks away. However, this information isn't always true. According to a study conducted by the Wall Street Journal, 4 in 10 high schoolers are prone to becoming victims of fake news. Today, we're hitting the halls of Daniel Hand to find out how easily students can become victims of fake news. Let's go. How do you feel about the school getting rid of cohorts and going all in person?
I'm all in person, so I think it's good.
Excuse me.
Hello.
The school has plans to remove the trash cans for sanitary concerns. How will you adjust to carrying around a garbage bag with you around school?
Well, I guess we're just gonna have to sort in our bags, you know?
Excuse me. Will you be participating in Bring Your Pet to School Day next Tuesday?
Oh, I didn't know that was a thing, but yeah, I'll do that.
How do you feel about the school banning phones?
Not too great,
Kick rocks, kid. Really? Why?
because I'm attached to my phone.
The school has plans to remove trash cans for sanitary concerns. How will you adjust to carrying a garbage bag around with you in school?
It's going to be a major adjustment. I don't know, we're just going to have to take that one off the chin in stride and keep moving forward.
Thank you very much. Thoughts on the upcoming drug search next Wednesday?
I have no thoughts. I've got nothing to hide.
Good lad. Let's keep moving. Will you be participating in the Bring Your Pet to School Day next Tuesday?
Yes.
What were you planning on bringing in?
Yes.
Is this the first time you're hearing of this?
Yes.
Jack Simpson, are you sad
on,
to hear that
Mickey.
Mr. Salutary is joining former Superintendent Mr. Screese in Westport after this year?
Oh, yeah. I love that guy.
Are you going to miss him from hand?
Of course I am.
How does it feel that juniors have to start parking the junior lot starting February 1st?
They do?
Yeah.
So upsetting. It's really upsetting.
It is really upsetting. Hello, whoa. Havoc. Because of the new strain of the coronavirus, we can no longer bring in therapy dogs, but the CDC has permitted gerbils for therapeutic assistance. Does this news excite you?
Very much so.
Not really. I prefer dogs. Oh, absolutely.
Excuse me, how do you feel about juniors having to park in the junior lot starting February 1st?
I think it's fine. I think they're making the right decision simply because it's what they're supposed to be doing.
After asking the student body questions about improbable but realistic scenarios, we're back on the road at Danny Hand to see how far we can bend the truth before the students start questioning our questions. Hand substitute legend Mr. Calfo has plans to run for president in 2024. Will you support his campaign?
Of course.
Danny Weinstein, do you think Matt Crone is making the right decision of not going to college to become the next Maria Burger sensation?
I mean, with that head of hair, he can do anything.
Thank you very much. How do you feel about Madison Peer Advocates initiating a detective service to catch the murder on Middle Beach?
I know nothing about that. I'm going to be real. Facts.
Excuse me, how do you feel about math teacher Mr. Kaiser possibly retiring from the Hand and possibly becoming the Bachelor for upcoming season 20?
Wait, what? That's not okay.
That's what he's doing.
Wait, actually?
What are your thoughts about Joe Exotic possibly planning to move somewhere on the Connecticut shoreline?
No.
Excuse me, how do you feel that Mr. Blanick is a prime suspect for the robbery of People's Bank in the Madison Stop and Shop?
I don't know what that is.
I'm heartbroken.
Do you think he did it?
Sure.
Thank you very much. Teens are more gullible than ever due to the countless amount of information that's thrown at them each day. From this experiment, it is clear that some Hand students made it a weekly reminder to up their common sense and keep them on their toes. From SeaWorld.
You're on the moon, Mickey.
From the moon.
No, you're at the Super Bowl.
From the Super Bowl.
Didn't even go to the Super Bowl this year.
It's a green screen.
Kick Rock, Chris Englert. Nuts. It appears I'm a victim of fake news as well. From the studio.
Yes.
This is Mickey Worley reporting. Chris Sport. Yeah.
Wow. I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, those three really exposed some students at hand. How do some of them not even know the difference between fake and real news? Ugh. Anyways, you never answered my question. President Biden or Ben Frank?
All right, enough of that. You're making me angry.
I deeply apologize, Scott. What do you do in your free time?
A lot of hockey.
Oh yeah, I did hear you're pretty sweet at hockey. I do a different kind of skating in my free time, skateboarding.
You do?
No, but let's send it over to Zach, Connor, Sean, and Moss to see how some of the skate culture in Madison.
With more and more skaters popping up throughout the streets of Madison, skating proves to be on the rise in our small town. Skaters have found success on TikTok, as users of the app crave to be impressed, and an elite skater has no problem impressing. However, TikTok viewers aren't the only ones showing skaters love. With their bad boy and I don't care attitudes, more and more people are trying to become skater boys due to a strong desire for female attention. These people are known as posers. They will do whatever it takes to make it seem like they're the next Tony Hawk. But instead of hitting a gnarly kickflip 180 nollie switch grind, these posers hardly have the skill for a simple ollie.
So, Zuck, why did you start skating? Like, what made you get into skateboarding?
That's a really good question, Zach. About 6 years ago, I found a YouTube channel called Braille Skate, and I saw Aaron Cairo throwing down some crazy manuals and kickflips and stuff, and I'm like, I gotta do that. So I started learning that.
Right, dude, I love Aaron Cairo. Braille Skateboarding, great YouTube channel. All right, so what do you love so much about skateboarding? Like, what keeps you coming back to doing it every day?
Yeah, man, it's a really great stress reliever, I think, especially with school and the coronavirus and all that stuff. It's really great to just get out to the park and, throw some stuff down, make yourself proud, impress yourself, impress your friends.
For sure.
Learn some new stuff. That's it.
Good stuff.
Skating is also seen as a healthy escape from reality for teenagers all around. Skaters are very passionate about their hobby, and once you start, you usually don't go back. It's all about the grind, bro.
All right, so Max is going to show us what a poser looks like.
Posers, walk around like this. They don't know what they're doing. But a beginner, they're just trying to learn, you know what I mean? You got to respect the beginners. And then, yeah, we don't like the posers.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how you know he is not a poser. All right, so have you noticed an increase in skateboarding recently, especially in Madison?
Definitely, man. I mean, back in the 90s, early 2000s, skating was huge. It was a cool thing to do. And I think after that, it kind of died down a little bit, But in recent years with TikTok and stuff, it's becoming much more of a trend. And I love to see it. I love to see more people skating. It's great.
For sure. Skating seems to have had its ups and downs over the years, but now it's back and bigger than ever. Is it here to stay, though? We may never know. From the Ethel Peters Recreational Center in Clinton, Connecticut, this is Zach Ruiz reporting. Bro, I kind of want to go skateboarding now.
Dude, me too, except I'd probably break some bones. Probably still worth it.
Yeah, well, that episode was class, but unfortunately, that's all we got for today.
Yep, we'll see you next week, Danny Han. Stay safe and keep it cool.